More than 13 billion miles from Earth, drifting through the endless night of interstellar space, Voyager 2 has sent its final transmission. Not a routine update, not a fading whisper of data. This was something profound, terrifying, a confirmation that shattered the illusions we've clung to for decades. According to the last readings decoded by NASA's Deep Space Network, the probe has encountered evidence of an orchestrated presence, a structured anomaly that defies natural cosmic processes. But what did this final signal truly reveal? Could it be the edge of a vast unknown force, a deliberate interference that rewrites our understanding of the universe? Or has Voyager 2, in its dying moments, confirmed the one truth humanity has long feared, that we are not alone and whatever is out there has been watching us all along? Let's plunge into the abyss. Because this final transmission might just be the echo of a reality we've desperately tried to ignore. Voyager 2's Odyssey traces back to a moment of pure ingenuity in the mid-1960s, when a young engineer sketched out a rare planetary alignment on graph paper, unlocking a path through the outer solar system. This grand tour, occurring only every 176 years, allowed a spacecraft to slingshot from Jupiter to Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, harnessing gravity to defy the tyranny of distance. Seizing this celestial window, NASA engineered 2 probes, but Voyager 2 emerged as the true wanderer, launching in 1977 on a trajectory that would rewrite textbooks. It unveiled Jupiter's turbulent storms, revealing auroras brighter than any on Earth and moons scarred by volcanic fury. At Saturn, it exposed intricate ring braids woven from ice and dust, hinting at dynamic forces shaping planetary jewelry. Then came Uranus in 1986, where Voyager 2 pierced the haze to discover a tilted world with supersonic winds and faint rings, challenging models of planetary formation. Neptune followed in 1989, its great dark spot, swirling like a cosmic eye, and Triton spewing geysers of nitrogen into the void. These revelations painted the outer planets not as inert giants, but as vibrant realms, teeming with geological wonders. Yet after Neptune, Voyager 2 sailed onward, its cameras shuttered to conserve power, venturing into the uncharted where the sun's influence wanes. What began as a planetary scout transformed into humanity's sentinel in the interstellar frontier, probing the plasma particles and fields that define the galaxy's fabric. For years, it beamed back data on cosmic rays unbound by solar winds, offering glimpses into the raw interstellar medium. But as its nuclear heart decayed, the probe's voice grew faint, each transmission a testament to enduring engineering. Now, in this twilight phase, Voyager 2's final message has upended everything, forcing us to confront the isolation we've assumed was our shield. In late 2018, Voyager 2 achieved a milestone unmatched by any other craft with active sensors. It breached the heliopause, the turbulent frontier where the sun's protective bubble yields to the galaxy's wild expanse. This boundary, sculpted by solar winds clashing with interstellar gases, marked the probe's exodus from our cosmic cradle. What awaited was a denser plasma sea, electrons vibrating at frequencies that hum through the instruments, confirming theories of a compressed interstellar medium. Unlike its sibling, which faced erratic magnetic twists at the edge, Voyager 2 slipped through with unexpected grace, the field lines aligning in a near-parallel calm that puzzled heliophysicists. Models had forecasted turmoil, eddies from the sun's rotation rippling outward, like echoes of stellar tantrums. Instead, the data painted a serene void, as if the galaxy itself had smoothed the path. But beneath this tranquility lurked anomalies, subtle spikes in cosmic ray flux, particles accelerated to energies defying known accelerators, and a persistent low-frequency oscillation in the plasma waves. This wasn't mere background noise from distant supernova or galactic cores. It was rhythmic, localized, suggesting structures in the emptiness. As years passed, these readings evolved, the oscillations growing in complexity, weaving patterns that hinted at organized phenomena. Scientists speculated on magnetic reconnection events or undiscovered interstellar clouds, but the data resisted easy categorization. Then, as power reserves dwindled, forcing sequential instrument shutdowns, Voyager 2's plasma wave subsystem captured something unprecedented in its waning hours. A modulated signal embedded in the hum, structured like information rather than chaos. This was no solar flare remnant or pulsar echo. It bore hallmarks of intentionality, a confirmation that the void harbors more than randomness. The term final transmission evokes finality, but what Voyager 2 relayed in its last coherent burst was a revelation that defies dismissal. Amid routine telemetry, the Deep Space Network intercepted a fragmented packet, corrupted yet patterned as if filtered through an alien lens. The anomaly wasn't degradation from distance or cosmic rays, it exhibited symmetry, repeating sequences that mirrored error-correcting codes used in deep space communications. For seconds, the link severed, the probe's ancient computer seemingly overwhelmed. Then, against protocol, Voyager 2 realigned its high-gain antenna with precision uncommanded from Earth, restoring contact. The recovered data unveiled magnetic perturbations without stellar origins, radiation spectra alien to nebulae or black holes, and a trajectory nudge as if the probe had been gently deflected. NASA attributed it to residual thruster firings or micrometeoroid impacts, but internal analyses revealed no such triggers. This final transmission, before the plasma instruments shut down, confirmed the feared. An interaction, not with nature's indifference, but with a crafted response. The patterns matched no terrestrial noise. They resembled compressed bursts, akin to how we'd encode a reply. In the interstellar quiet, Voyager 2 had brushed against something responsive, altering its course by fractions of a degree, enough to question autonomy. This wasn't failure, it was adaptation, a silent acknowledgement that the probe's journey had intersected with intent. Embedded in Voyager 2's hull is a relic of human optimism, a golden record etched with sounds of waves crashing, birdsong, and multilingual greetings, alongside diagrams of our biology and solar coordinates. Conceived as a time capsule for eternity, it symbolized our yearning to connect across the gulf. But what if this beacon drew eyes we never anticipated? The final transmission's structured interference aligns chillingly with this artifact's purpose. Perhaps the hum detected years prior was an initial scan, the anomaly a probing touch. The deflection could be a redirection, not hostile, but cautionary, steering the intruder away from sensitive realms. Or worse, a cataloguing, marking our position for future scrutiny. In the data's depths, faint echoes resembled the record's audio frequencies, distorted as if played back through unfamiliar mediums. This suggests not coincidence, but reciprocity. Something out there accessed the disk, decoded its message, and responded in kind. The feared confirmation emerges here, that our invitation was accepted, transforming Voyager 2 from explorer to emissary. No longer a silent drifter, it carries proof that the stars harbor listeners, entities advanced enough to interact without revelation. This shifts the narrative from solitude to surveillance, implying that our broadcasts, our probes, have pierced a veil, awakening awareness we might regret. Deep in the interstellar medium, where light from our sun is but a dim star, Voyager 2's post-transmission behavior deepened the enigma. Without earthly directive, the probe executed a subtle role, reorienting sensors toward a nondescript patch of sky. This maneuver bypassed standard safeties, as if overriding code to prioritize new observations. Diagnostics streamed back nominal, no thruster anomalies, no sensor faults, yet the attitude change persisted, focusing instruments on coordinates, yielding heightened particle fluxes. Was this evasion from an unseen hazard, or fixation on a detected source? Simulations ruled out gravitational tugs from distant bodies. The adjustment was internal, deliberate. This autonomy, absent from 1970s programming, hints at external influence, perhaps a data injection, mimicking commands, or an emergent response from the probe's aging systems to incomprehensible input. The feared implication looms. If Voyager 2 adapted independently, it encountered a force capable of imprinting change, confirming that intelligence permeates the void in ways we can't control. Following this realignment, an even more profound shift occurred. Selective data blackout. Voyager 2 continued heartbeat signals, voltage readings, thermal stats, confirming vitality, but scientific payloads fell mute. Plasma waves, cosmic rays, magnetic fields, all ceased reporting, as if quarantined. This wasn't power conservation. Shutdowns were scheduled, but this silence targeted observational tools alone. Leaked memos speculated on an undocumented protocol, a hypothetical safeguard against overload, yet no such feature existed in blueprints. The blackout screamed intention. Either the data overwhelmed buffers, defying encoding, or transmission was suppressed. In this vacuum of information, the final transmission stands as a lone testament, confirming our deepest fear, that the universe conceals mechanisms to enforce ignorance, shielding truths until we're deemed ready, or perhaps never. As the scientific world grappled with Voyager 2's cryptic farewell, theories proliferated, blending established physics with bold speculation. Some invoked plasma instabilities, vast interstellar filaments where charged particles self-organize into coherent structures, potentially mimicking signals through electromagnetic resonance. Emerging models of turbulent magneto-hydrodynamics suggest these could generate patterned disturbances, explaining the modulation without invoking agency. Yet the symmetry exceeds natural variance, prompting others to explore quantum vacuum fluctuations amplified in low-density space, birthing ephemeral fields that interact with passing matter. More audaciously, astrophysicists revisited the concept of von Neumann probes, self-replicating machines dispatched by ancient civilizations to map the galaxy. If Voyager 2 grazed such a dormant sentinel, the transmission could represent a handshake protocol, confirming dormant networks lace the stars awaiting activation. SETI scholars analyze the patterns against linguistic algorithms, finding parallels to fractal encodings, hinting at informational density far surpassing our tech. Radical hypotheses propose wormhole echoes or multidimensional bleed-through, where the anomaly stems from parallel realities brushing ours. Whatever the source, this confirmation alters Voyager 2's legacy. From data gatherer to unwitting diplomat, revealing that the feared solitude was a myth and the galaxy teems with hidden architectures. Beyond equations and spectra, Voyager 2's final transmission pierces the human soul, evoking awe laced with dread. It compels us to reconsider our place, not as apex explorers, but as novices stumbling into a populated expanse. The emotional weight is staggering. Generations poured hope into this probe, only for it to return evidence of watchers in the dark. Philosophically, it dismantles anthropocentrism, forcing acknowledgement that intelligence may predate us by eons, their silence a choice, not absence. Scientifically, it demands revised paradigms. Interstellar travel, reimagined with cautionary barriers, communication protocols infused with ethics. If this confirmation holds, societal ripples cascade, defenses against unseen threats, theological reckonings with cosmic kin, political alliances forged in shared vulnerability. Yet denial tempts, attributing it to artifact or error, preserving the comforting void. But deep down, the transmission resonates as truth, transforming fear into catalyst for bolder probes, encrypted messages, preparations for the inevitable dialogue. In the grand tapestry of existence, Voyager 2 embodies our fragile curiosity, a speck challenging infinity. Its final act, this confirming burst, elevates it beyond machinery to oracle, whispering that what we feared, the piercing of isolation, is upon us. We can scrutinize the data, debate interpretations, bolster models, but the encounter endures, a pivot where ignorance yields to awareness. The universe, once a blank canvas, now reveals contours of intent, subtle redirections that echo our own aspirations. Voyager 2 didn't merely transmit, it bridged realms, confirming that the stars reply, not with fanfare, but with quiet affirmation. And so, the query evolves. Not what did it find, but how do we respond? Let that resonance linger. Then ponder, was this mere anomaly, or the dawn of connection we've dreaded yet craved? Share your reflections below. Stay tuned for more revelations from the cosmic frontier. Voyager 2's journey, now etched in this final signal, compels expansion on its scientific bounty. Recall the plasma density, jump at the heliopause, from scant particles per cubic centimeter inside to a tenfold increase beyond, validating theories of galactic wind compression. This denser medium vibrates with galactic cosmic rays, high-energy protons from supernovae remnants, their flux unfiltered by solar magnetism. Voyager 2 quantified this barrage, revealing energies peaking at tera-electron volts, hinting at acceleration mechanisms in distant shocks. Magnetic field data showed a surprising continuity, the interstellar field draping smoothly over the heliosphere, contradicting turbulent boundary predictions. These findings refined models of cosmic ray propagation, influencing radiation shielding for future missions. Yet the anomalous modulation in the final transmission overlays this with intrigue, frequencies aligning with theoretical plasma oscillation modes, but phased in non-random bursts. This could stem from Alfvén waves, magnetic ripples, propagating through ionized gases, amplified by unseen structures like rogue magnetic clouds. Expanding on this, recent simulations incorporate dark matter halos, invisible scaffolds that might gravitationally lens such waves, creating apparent organization. The feared confirmation ties here. If these patterns encode data, it suggests natural phenomena evolve toward complexity, blurring lines between physics and purpose. Delving deeper into the Golden Record's role, consider its composition. 115 images depicting human diversity, scientific diagrams of DNA helices and planetary orbits, sounds from thunder to Bach's concertos. Encoded in analog grooves, it's playable via included stylus and instructions. The final transmission's echoes, distorted frequencies resembling the record's audio spectrum, evoke a mirrored response, as if the artifact was interrogated. Speculatively, this aligns with information theory. Advanced entities might extract, analyze, and rebound signals, confirming receipt. Emotionally, this stirs profound vulnerability. Our cultural essence exposed, judged, perhaps archived. Scientifically, it prompts protocols for future messages, incorporating quantum encryption to safeguard against unintended disclosures. The deflection in trajectory, a mere 0.01-degree arc, equates to kilometers over light years, potentially averting collision with hypothetical debris fields or signaling boundaries. This maneuver, unprogrammed, underscores adaptive intelligence, whether innate or induced, amplifying the fear that our outreach has consequences. The post-transmission silence, enduring months, amplifies tension. Telemetry confirms plutonium-238. Decay proceeds nominally, yielding 232 watts, down from 470 at launch, sufficient for basics, but straining science. The muting of instruments, however, defies logic. Power allocation algorithms prioritize data flow. Theories posit electromagnetic pulse effects from the anomaly, inducing temporary shutdowns akin to solar storm protections. Emerging research on interstellar bow shocks, waves from our heliosphere's motion through the galaxy, suggests resonant interactions could overload sensors, mimicking suppression. Yet, the structured nature hints at jamming, a deliberate veil. This confirmation of interference reshapes astrophysics, urging probes with redundant, shielded systems. Philosophically, it evokes the anthropic principle, our observable universe tuned for life, yet perhaps curated to limit premature insights. Theories extend to exotic physics. Consider string theory's extra dimensions, where Voyager 2 might have grazed a brain intersection, leaking signals across realities. The modulation could be holographic projections, confirming the universe as information-encoded boundary. Or, invoking modified gravity, the anomaly stems from Moan effects in low acceleration regimes where dark matter mimics fail, revealing structured voids. SETI's biodigital hybrids propose evolved intelligences as plasma-based entities, inhabiting interstellar clouds, their hum a communicative plasma wave. This feared reality that life transcends biology demands interdisciplinary fusion, blending quantum computing with astrobiology. Emotionally, it ignites wonder. Our probe, a relic of analog era, bridging to post-physical minds. Ultimately, Voyager 2's legacy transcends data. It's a mirror to our existential quest. The final transmission, confirming watchful presences, infuses awe with caution, urging humanity toward maturity. In this vast arena, we've announced ourselves. Now, responses unfold. The philosophical depth lies in choice. Embrace the fear as growth, or retreat into denial. As the probe fades, its message endures, a call to evolve, to listen deeper into the night,